Welcome, Wisconsin Rapids community media viewers and Lincoln High School Red Raider wrestling fans. This is the WIAA team sectional coming to you from Marshfield. Holman is in this. They're a number 2 ranked team in the state. Menominee, DC Everest will be the first round matchup. Marshfield is the 8th ranked team. They will get a first round bye, as is Holman. You are going to be watching Wisconsin Rapids taking on New Richmond in the first round. The winner of this match takes on Holman as they have a bye. Red Raiders are on the far mat. And Menominee and DC Everest are wrestling on the near mat. Red Raiders have not wrestled New Richmond except a couple of individual matchups in the individual sectional. The top 6 teams that scored the most points in the individual sectional are the teams that are wrestling in this team sectional for a chance to go to Team State down at the new La Crosse Civic Center. Draw weight for the first round is 190 pounds. That'll be an interesting start weight. The Red Raiders and New Richmond, if they have their regular 190 pounders come out, they will match up. And Adam Wilhelm out of New Richmond beat Oakley Pluis 15-1 in the individual sectional. So we'll see who each team puts out on the mat. This will be a grinder. 2 top-ranked teams. Holman, ranked number 2. Marshfield, ranked number 8. They will square off probably into the finals. Menominee is going to have a say in this as well. Red Raiders are going to make a change here right away, as New Richmond has to put their wrestler, I do believe, out first. I'm not sure. Red Raiders have a wrestler sitting there. They have their black singlets on, and New Richmond is black and orange. So we'll have to pay close attention here to see who is on the mats. The Red Raiders have Jackson Gutierrez on the mat. And Adam Wilhelm from New Richmond. Wilhelm's going to be the favorite in this match at 190 pounds. Wilhelm, as we look, is ranked so the Red Raiders making a change here early, putting out Gutierrez down at 190. They're going to move Oakley Pluis up to 215, trying to split matches here early on, as New Richmond in on that single leg shot. Got an elevated dump technique, takes Gutierrez down, and Wilhelm leads 2-0. These two teams did not meet in a dual meet, but Wisconsin Rapids wrestled Menominee, Everest, Marshfield, and Holman. Jackson Gutierrez's job here, not give up as many team points as he can possibly save. You don't get pinned, you save a team point. You don't give up a tech fall, you save 2 team points. (3-0) Wilhelm. He came into the individual sectional he's a junior at 37-11. And Wilhelm is a first-year wrestler for the Red Raiders. Coming to his feet now is Gutierrez, and we got potentially dangerous. 3-0. End of the period. As Wilhelm's choice, he defers Gutierrez's choice. No, I change that around. We'll change that around. Gutierrez had the decision. He deferred. Wilhelm takes the top after some consultation with coaching staff. He wasn't sure where he wanted to go, and they said, you're going to take top. Arm tied up, now barred across the back by Wilhelm. Gutierrez got to come to a base here. The official looking to make sure that that arm is still at 90 degrees. You can't bring that wrist back up closer to the shoulders than 90 degrees. There's a bar and a wrist tied up. And Wilhelm is looking to turn Gutierrez here. He stepped across the body and lost the bar. Now Gutierrez got to build to a base. Gutierrez got to bring his knees up, warning stalling Gutierrez. And that was 1 point. Evidently, Gutierrez got hit for a stalling earlier on. That's a point already. You have to continue to wrestle even though you're trying not to give up as many points as possible. Can't just lay there and let the guy work on you. You got to improve your positions. Bar on a crossbody half now. And Gutierrez out of bounds, but Wilhelm's got his toes still in bounds yet, so we continue to wrestle. Out of bounds they go now. 38 seconds left in the second period. Gutierrez got a lot of pressure back into Wilhelm on a stand-up here. Get some feet moving here. And Gutierrez, no start. Wilhelm with a tight waist takes him off his base. Got an arm on this near side tied up. 25 seconds left, second period. Still 4-0 Wilhelm. Gutierrez has his arm pulled up behind the back again. Going to try to bar it is Wilhelm. Trying to run it here with 10 seconds left. And Gutierrez fights stomach back down. End of the period, 4-0. Gutierrez trails, but doing a good job staying in the match here. Wilhelm's going both on their feet. It's sometimes easier to take a guy to his back from his feet than it is to turn him from the bottom. But Gutierrez has got to wrestle in this period now. And Wilhelm in on an easy single leg shot. Back trip. Whizzer by Gutierrez. No, don't throw a headlock. That was a really bad attempt at a headlock by Gutierrez. And Wilhelm gets a cheap takedown there. 7-0 the lead now. 8 points difference in the match score is a major decision. You get an extra point. Again, no start for Gutierrez. Wilhelm easily takes him off his base with a tight waist. You have to be the first guy on the bottom to move. Make the other guy catch up to you. Got a minute 20 left. Warning, stalling Gutierrez. It's now 8. Now not 8-1. Now it's 11-1. Again, Gutierrez has to finish this match out here. Can't just be sitting here for the taking. Still 8-1, no takedown there. Now there's a takedown. Now it's 11-1 as the official didn't award the takedown in the last time. They're going to cut him loose again, 11-2. Gutierrez has got to get up and wrestle here. Wilhelm in on a single leg again. Back trip one more time, takes it down. It's 14-2. Wilhelm's trying to turn him and pin him. They want him to cut him loose with 26 seconds left. Now they're going to cut him loose. It's 14-3. Wilhelm in again on a single leg shot. Now front trip. And 3 takedown for Wilhelm one more time. He cuts him loose. And there's the Tech fall. 20-4. Saved one team point. Five team points go on the New Richmond team column. They lead 5-0. Next up, you're going to see Oakley Pluis. Pluis is going to go up to 215 pounds. And we'll see who New Richmond puts out on the mat. They got the whole team tunnel lineup going here, and they send out their 215-pounder. We'll see who it is. And Oakley Pluis, tall, lanky, red-headed Lincoln High School Red Raider wrestler. Going to come out. Official getting the correct names here. And we'll see who goes. Alex Solberg, Jr., 12-3. Oakley Pluis, a sophomore for the Red Raiders. Red Raiders looking to get points back now. They will be the underdogs in the upper weight classes. So they got to make hay, starting hopefully with Pluis here. As at 285, New Richmond will have the number 7th ranked wrestler in Matthew Folks. Collar tie by Pluis. Double collar tie, as a matter of fact. He's used that quite a bit this year. That really is tiring on the back and the neck of your opponent. You're pulling down constantly. Underhook now by Pluis with good head position. He's got the head on the same side of his opponent's head as he's got that underhook. Pluis moving around the mat, circling, still got head position and the underhook. Pluis a little feint shot. Did not complete it. Collar tie gets a little looser now. Pluis with the double collar tie again. Pluis with a collar tie and wrist control. Both wrestlers still in a kind of a feel-out mode here, where they can get a setup to a takedown that they want to shoot. Now they break apart. Solberg comes back in one more time with a collar tie, so is Pluis. Double collar tie for Pluis. Solberg tried to walk in, and at the end of the period, we're still at zeros. Solberg's choice. He's going down. Tied 0-0 at the end of the first period. That's usually your choice. If it's yours, you exercise it and take the down position. You're looking to score first. Solberg to a stand-up instantly. Pluis back trip trying to take him back to the mat. Claw ride by the Red Raider. Solberg picks the hands off. Warning, stalling. Pluis did not return him to the mat. No points the first time. Quick stalling calls here. Pluis got to be mindful of that now. Solberg crawling around the mat. Pluis with an ankle pick. Solberg able to build to a high tripod. Now comes to his feet. Plus has to cut him loose because he's had the one stalling call on him. 1-0 Solberg. Solberg with a sweep shot in. Lewis has to give up the takedown and Solberg runs him over with that sweep shot single. It's 4-0 now in favor of New Richmond. Solberg with a crossface cradle. Lewis broke the grip, has a hand over top of the shoulder, but they run out of wrestling mat and they get a fresh restart in the center. 53 seconds left. Solberg on top. Pluis try to have a harder start. They're about even there. Pluis trying to build a high base. Solberg with an ankle pick. Crossface again by Solberg. Pluis has got time to get one back, and he needs to here in this period. Solberg able to ride pretty good on top here, and Pluis having a hard time building to a base. Pluis to his base now, but close to the edge of the circle, and time runs out in the second period. And it's Pluis's choice now, trailing 4-0. He's going down, but he's got to do some wrestling on the bottom now. Hard start by Solberg, able to control Pluis. Again, Pluis is a lean 190-pounder and moved up to 215, so he's given up 25 pounds of weight and strength. Crossface again by Solberg. Covering the hips. Works the crossface to a wrist control. Pluis trying to build a base. Solberg with a tight waist takes him off that base. 120 left. Warning, stalling, Solberg. And they're going to optional start. No, they're going to put him on his feet. It's going to be 4-1 now. Pluis got a chance, get a takedown, tie the match. Bad shot by Pluis, gets caught in a 2% toss. And we're still in a scramble. Can Pluis come out of this? Pluis has got a leg, but not in good position to finish. Solberg picking an ankle. Solberg gets him flattened out, and there's the takedown. It's 7-1 right now. Solberg. 7-2 now, putting him back on his feet. Solberg's going to block and block and block. He's got 24 seconds to survive this match. Pluis has got to really pick up the pace here. Solberg with a shot down in. Pluis counters. Solberg flattens out. Pluis with the cover. It's 7-4 right now. End of the match, 7-5. Solberg with a win. 3 more team points in New Richmond's tally. They are leading 8-0 through 2 matches. The move that happened with the Red Raiders did not work out as they tried to move Pluis up. Here comes Navarro Rodriguez. Navarro Rodriguez is going to get a tough matchup here. He's going to get probably Matthew Folks out of New Richmond. We'll see who shows up. This is Matthew Folks. Folks ranked 7th in the state at heavyweight. He's got the overhook and an underhook. And they break grip. Body lock by Folks. Front headlock by Navarro Rodriguez. Again, Navarro Rodriguez, first-year wrestler for the Red Raiders at heavyweight. Red Raiders need a spark here. They got Folks' record here is 11-4, and that's not close. He's 40-8 going into the individual sectional last week. Over-unders. Who's going to commit? Double underhooks by Folks. Little jab attempt, throw him down in front of you type takedown. Wasn't real technical, but worked. Navarro Rodriguez trails 3-0. Barbed wire for Folks. He's got Rodriguez on his back and pins him in 125. $16 points for New Richmond, 14-0 the dual meet. Now we have to make some hay, and New Richmond has to put the wrestler out first, I do believe. And we'll see what the Red Raiders decide to do. The Red Raiders have to put their guy out first. We'll see who comes out.
Now wrestling, man number 2, 132 pounds. Bailey Casey from Menominee. And Mike Jelnick.
106 pounders. We'll see what we got going here. Red Raiders get a forfeit at 106. Winston Rouge, a freshman, he'll pick up the forfeit for the Red Raiders. So New Richmond either did not have a 106-pounder, and this is going to be Jackson Freeman going up to 113 pounds. One of the state qualifiers for the Red Raiders against Tyler Sturba. Freeman with a quick takedown. And looking to stack Sturba up. Officials looking for near fall points here. We'll see if Freeman can get a few. Open up a little bit of a lead. Got 7-0 right now. The scoreboards are pretty far behind. 7-0 now. The lead for Freeman. Sturba's trying to come up. Near side single. Tries to dump Freeman back to the mat. Freeman trying to cut the corner, come around, step over, lock the leg. Freeman pretty comfortable in this position here as Sturba is just burying his head and hanging onto the leg. Freeman needs 6 points here desperately bad. Sturba's a freshman. It says his record is 7-7. Freeman on top, cradle locked up, cross body style. Near fall coming for Freeman. Not quite, the official said. Shoulders still at 90. Breaks the cross body cradle. Goes back to the legs right on the right-hand side, working cross body underneath that arm. Still leading 7-0, and the referee calls stalemate. This official likes to make really quick calls on stalling and stalemates. Good start by Freeman. Steps into double legs right now, and that's really controlling. And Sturba's hanging on to the warning, stalling Sturba. We're just hanging on to that arm and not trying to improve position with it, burying his head. Set and ready to go again. Freeman with a caution there. Improper starting position. Arm wrapped too far around the stomach. Freeman with an arm tied behind the back and a leg lace. That's potentially dangerous once they get to their feet. Sturba's doing a good job hanging on here. He's not really wrestling offensively. He's hanging on right now, trying to not give up as many extra points, and you're looking for 6 from Freeman. Legs right on the right-hand side by the Red Raider. Double legs right. He steps into it, working on that left side arm, trying to pin it behind the back. Freeman takes the left side legs right out, and we got potentially dangerous again, says the official. Freeman again, stepping into that right side legs ride. And the official calls it potentially dangerous one more time. He's just pinning the arm behind his head. And most times that's not called potentially dangerous. That is working towards a pin. There's a bar and a half now for Freeman. A little over a minute left in period. Again, high base for Sturba. Sturba is just laying on the mat. Head down, chest on the mat. Warning, stalling Sturba again, 1 point Freeman. Now Freeman with a bar on the cross body side off that legs ride. Sturba's just locking that arm up underneath. The referee says straight up and down yet. Now he puts the arm behind the head again. This time he lets it go. Stacked up pretty hard is Sturba. Freeman's looking to get a pin here. He's got about 10 seconds left in this period. Sturba fighting hard not to expose those shoulders. End of the period comes. More near fall coming. 12-0 now the lead for Freeman. Freeman's on the bottom to start the third period. Sturba's going to be on top riding. 3 more points for Freeman. It's a tech fall, and we're looking to get a pin here. Freeman reaches back, traps that leg. Freeman picked an inside ankle. Now he's going to cut Freeman loose. It's going to be 13. And the headgear comes down over Freeman's eyes, and that was a good tactical move there for Sturba, as it's now 13-0. And a takedown is going to end the match unless it goes to the back. And then you still have the opportunity to pin your opponent. Menominee leads DC Everest 29-24 in their dual meet. Sturba's trying to give up the takedown here. He's just trying to crawl up underneath Freeman. I think there's another warning stalling on Sturba. Sturba's just sitting in here now and hanging on, buried his head, buried a leg. There is a takedown as Sturba just crawled up underneath Freeman. And that puts 5 points in the Red Raiders column. It is now 14-11 in favor of New Richmond. 120-pound matchup getting ready to go. Freeman got extra team points, missed out on one more bonus point. And Aiden Oury of Menominee just pinned the DC Everest wrestler. So we'll see who comes out now. This is Luke Hamill, your Red Raider. We'll see what the matchup is. Luke Hamill and Walda. That is Walker Waidelich. This match didn't go good for Hamill in the individual sectional. Waidelich tuck-falled him. And Waidelich has got a takedown right off the bat. So far, New Richmond's got the first three matches, 192-15, 285. And Hamill goes over on his back. He's in deep trouble. Hamill's trying to kick back over the top. Waidelich has got him in deep trouble here. Double armbar for Waidelich. Hamill's trying to fight his way off his back. Now Waidelich changes pinning combinations. Scooping up on that head. Hamill is fighting hard here, and he gets stomach down, stays in the match. It's going to be 7-0 Waidelich. Hamill now to his feet. Waidelich just hanging on, trying to get a front trip. Hamill turns the face, has one as they go out of bounds. 7-1 now. Hamill's still in the match. Waidelich fires a collar tie right on the whistle. Hamill picks that off. Waidelich wades right into a single leg. Tries a leg lays. Hamill with a whizzer. Waidelich backs off of that single leg shot. Inside pick again. Missed it. Hamill working on wrist control. Waidelich with a hard snap down. End of the period. 7-1, Waidelich leads. Waidelich's choice. He is going on top. Exercise his choice. You can choose top, bottom, neutral on your feet, or defer. Take your choice in the third period. Hamill on the bottom trying to build to a base. Got there now. Waidelich on the right-hand side. Got a bar. Waidelich really physical. Runs Hamill over with that bar. Hamill with a high bridge here. Fighting hard not to get pinned. Hamill in a little better position here. Still got the bars in for Wadelich. Hamill fighting hard. Wadelich trying to sit out and force the shoulder down. Stacked him temporarily. He's trying to reposition, get that half in there on the head. Hamill's fighting for his life here. 45 seconds again. Stomach down for Hamill now. 4 more near fall points. Going to be 11-1 for Wadelich. And they're out of bounds, says the official.
Now wrestling men 175 pounds.
Got about 25 seconds left in the period. Caution, Wadelich on top, jumping to start. Hard, tight waist. Hamill trying to base off, stay in a base here. You can't wait around too long. You gotta come up off the bottom here and not let Wadelich continue to work on you. End of the period comes, 11-1, Wadelich with the lead. Hamill's choice. He's going on top. See what he can do with the New Richmond wrestler. Hard start. Takes Wadelich off his base temporarily. Wadelich to his feet, reaches back. Hamill's picking an ankle. Wadelich puts weight on it, stands up through it. It's 12-1 right now. Wadelich. Around the corner, a short drag by Wadelich gets a takedown. It's 14-1. (15-1) the score. It shows on the board. Hamill's coming to his feet. Wadelich lifts, takes him back to the mat. Arm bar on the right-hand side by Wadelich. Got a wrist on this side, runs him over the top. Near fall coming. It's going to be a tech fall, just don't get pinned. .42 seconds left in the match. Hamill's in deep trouble one more time. Wadelich sits out the double bar. And there is the pin. 16 points for New Richmond. They lead 20-11 right now. Hamill did everything he could in that match to not get pinned. Just ended up, Wadelich just a little bit too good for him. 126 coming up on the mat now. Menominee's ahead 53-24 right now over DC Everest. And New Richmond's got a 20-11 lead right now. We'll see who comes out at 126. New Richmond has put their wrestler there first. And waiting for the scoreboard to update here, which takes quite a while sometimes, and all this fancy technology stuff. Benjamin Wilhelm and Deegan Armagast, your Red Raider. Benjamin Wilhelm out on the mat for the New Richmond squad. Supposedly 11-4, a junior. Armagast, a junior as well. And Wilhelm with a takedown. Ran Armagast straight backwards. Now we're in a scramble off the mat. Loss of control. We're both on our feet now. 3-1 the lead for Wilhelm. Again, some of these records for New Richmond, I'm not real sure if they're close to being accurate.
Winning by a score of 53-29.
Menominee takes out DC Everest 53-29. They will take on Marshfield in the semifinals. Armagast with a Russian arm tie. In on a back leg trip. Catches Wilhelm. 4-3 right now, and near fall coming as well. Again, scoreboards are a long ways behind here. Deegan Armagast on top riding. Covering the right-hand side, and the referee, I guess he did not get back points. 4-3 after one period. Armagast defers. Both on their feet now. Everybody sits and waits for the final of the Rapids New Richmond match before we advance to the semifinals in this team sectional. Fake shot in by Wilhelm, comes up with an underhook, but no head position. Still with the underhook again. Armagast got to get that arm down. They just step off the mat before Armagast completed a takedown. Armagast in the center, sitting there waiting for Wilhelm to come back in the mat. Again, New Richmond has the emblem in the back of their singlet, and the Red Raiders in their black singlets with Rapids across the back. That's about the only way you can tell them apart. Underhook again by Wilhelm. And now he loses that, and they go out of bounds off a short drag by Armagast. Red Raiders have to start putting some matches together here, make some hay. They are down 20-11. Dragged down by Wilhelm, gets a takedown on Armagast. Did not protect the leg again. It is now 6-6. Armagast up to his feet, trying to hit a switch on the way back. Wilhelm counters that. And we got 15 seconds left in this period. I take that back. It was less than that. 0-0 on the scoreboard. Armagast going down now to start the third period. He has to score from here. And no start for Armagast, just based off. Now builds to his feet. Wilhelm locks up around the body. Armagoss working on grip. He's got the one in the escape and the lead, 7-6. Underhook by Wilhelm on the right-hand side. Armagoss 7-6, third period. I guess the referee called a stalemate for no action. I'm not sure. Armagoss with a bad dive-in shot. And Wilhelm says, thank you very much. Takes him with a body lock down to the mat. Now has a 9-7 lead. Armagoss to his feet. And Wilhelm cuts him loose, 9-8. Armagoss got to set up a good takedown. Arm tie by the Red Raider, trying to reach behind. Wilhelm with wrist control now. Armagoss fights to break that. Under a minute left. Armagoss with an underhook, double underhooks now. Wilhelm fighting to stay on his feet neutral here. And they go off the mat. 6 seconds left, 9-8 Wilhelm. Armagoss with a bad shot in again. And Wilhelm with the upset win. 9-8, excuse me. 3 points in New Richmond's column, 23-11 right now. Deegan Armagoss could not come through for the Red Raiders. 132-pound matchup set to come. And we'll see, and New Richmond's got to put their guy out first. And we'll see who the Red Raiders have coming to the mat. (23-13) New Richmond ahead of the Red Raiders.
Now wrestling at number 1, 132 pounds, Archer Olson, New Richmond, and Jake Freeman, Wisconsin Rapids.
Jake Freeman, your Red Raider, coming out against Archer Olson, a senior. And Olson in on a single leg. Red Raiders are behind this entire dual meet here, trailing. Locked hands. 1 point for Freeman. And we'll see what the discussion is. They gave a takedown to Archer Olson, and he had locked hands on Freeman, so Freeman trails 3-1. As I had mentioned, the Red Raiders just seem sluggish today. They just do not seem really wound up for this dual meet, and New Richmond's taking it to them. 1 point escape, it's 3-2 now. Freeman. Olson with a shot in one more time, got to a leg, got it elevated. Dump technique. Works up the body, takes Freeman down. It is 6-2 now. And maybe in your shot you can see the high-tech mat cleaning. Ultraviolet lights on a little sweeper machine that go through and disinfect the mats. Archer also is going to put Freeman back on his feet. He feels pretty comfortable there. 6-3 now. And Freeman hasn't seen any offense, and Archer Olson's in again. Freeman sprawling back. Archer Olson's coming up with a high single. Freeman breaks that takedown attempt. They walk off the mat. Warning, stalling Freeman. Freeman with the first offensive shot. Got to a single. Got stretched out, though. Head down on the mat. Archer Olson countering. Sprawling back. Freeman sitting there with his head buried. Trying to crawl in. A quick stalemate. .29 seconds left in the period. Sweep shot, but not close. Reshot again, not a good one. Archer Olson got his hand on the knee, and Freeman finally picks that one off. Now he switches sides. Got the hand on the back of the thigh. Freeman fights that free. End of the period. Archer Olson's choice. He deferred. Freeman's going on their feet. No, he's going on top, I guess. Archer Olson went over to the starting stripe on his feet. That faked me right out. Good start by Freeman there. Stopped the first move. Steps in a legs ride, going cross body. Exposed the shoulders temporarily, but no near fall. Now working to pin that arm behind the head. Going to try to get that turn, trying to scoop that head if he can reach it. There he's got the head. Near fall should be coming directly here. Freeman arching his back. Archer Olson fighting hard. Got a 2 count there. 3, 4. Freeman now on top. Can't hold Archer Olson. 7-6 or 7-7, I don't know. 7-7. Should be tie score. Both on their feet. Both a couple of bad reach-in shots by each wrestler. Collar tie by Freeman and Olson. Bad shot in again by Freeman. Got stretched out coming in, head down on the mat. Archer Olson trying to cut the corner, get behind. And the official awarded a takedown to Archer Olson. (10-7) now. Olson leads of New Richmond. He's got a crossbody cradle on, but not in a position to use it to turn. End of the period, 10-7, New Richmond's Archer Olson with a lead. Archer Olson will start on top. Freeman will be on the bottom. Reach back, try to get a switch. No good for Freeman. According to the record on USA Bracketing, Archer Olson is 3-4 and a senior. Jake Freeman's a sophomore, 22-13. And Archer Olson is in the control of the match. Crossface now. Got a leg lace in. Now, power half on the right-hand side, and he lost that. Freeman's on his chest, now trying to build to his knees. Warning, stalling Freeman. Archer Olson with an armbar, trying to get a tip here at Ellsworth style. Fresh restart back to the center, 11-7 now. Archer Olson with a lead. And we got some blood time coming, or a rib injury or something, I'm not sure what. On Freeman. Dual meet looks like this. We started at 190 pounds. The Red Raiders put Jackson Gutierrez out against Adam Wilhelm. Wilhelm tech-falled him in 20-4. They moved Oakley Pluis up to 215, hopefully to get a win there, and Alex Solberg beat Pluis 7-5. At 285, Navarro Rodriguez got pinned in a minute 25 by the 7th-ranked heavyweight Matthew Folks. Winston Rouge picked up a free 6 points on 106 on a forfeit, and Jackson Freeman got a tech fall. 11-8 now with a penalty for Freeman, and he keeps holding his stomach. And caution on Freeman jumping the start. Olson on top, he changes sides now. Caution on Olson. Freeman to his feet now, working on hand control. Olson drops down to a single, lifts, takes him backwards. Freeman up to a high base again. Tries to turn and face. Olson drops down to a leg below the knee. Freeman with hand control over the shoulder. Time is going to run out here on Jake Freeman. And Olson with a 11-8 win. 3 more team points in the New Richmond column. 26-11. The Red Raiders are in a deep hole right now. 138-pound matchup. Getting set to step on the mat. See who the Red Raiders send out. Red Raiders look really flat and slow and not aggressive today, and that's just not what you're expecting to see out of a Red Raider wrestling team. 138-pound matchup. We got 6 weight classes left. We'll see who comes out. This probably is Matthew Miller. And this is Lincoln Huntsman or Lunsman? Lincoln Lunsman.
March 6th and 7th out the lacrosse center. So should be a great time.
Lincoln Lunsman is a junior at 12-5, I guess, according to their records turned in to USA Bracketing. Matthew Miller is 19-9, a senior. Red Raiders need a spark in a hurry. They are more than double digits behind in the dual meet score, 26-11. Matthew Miller's improved quite a bit over the years for the Red Raiders to a pretty quality wrestler here as a senior. See if he can put a spark in the Red Raiders lineup, as they are flat as flat can be. Miller's got the black t-shirt underneath his singlet. Underhook on his near side by Lunsman. Miller's got to have a shot here. Got to get some offense going.
I'll go back to the fact that this Saturday, sectional.
Got to thank Mr. Craig Tim for volunteering his Saturday, giving him mat side seats, as he has done countless times throughout the years. We really thank him for his volunteer work on Wisconsin Rapids Community Media. My name is Scott Tesch.
We've done it a few years too. About a month ago,
Flip of the disc comes up. Rapids. And Miller deferred, and Lunsman's going down. I'm not sure about that call. Miller on top. Chopped the wrist. Tight waist. Takes Lunsman off his base. Miller with a tight waist, chops that backside elbow. Trying to keep Lunsman in control. Lunsman with hands control, and he comes up to his feet. He's got the escape and the lead, 1-0. Collar tie by Lunsman on the inside, forcing Miller out, and then they go out of bounds. Again, all those little things, being on the outside of the circle, not controlling the center of the mat, not a good offensive performance, giving up extra team points. In a tough dual meet, you just can't have those things happen. Collar tie again, both wrestlers. Miller worrying about his headgear, and they've seen that happen a couple times this year where you worry about your headgear and you get scored on. Again, Lunsman with a collar tie and not much offense off that. Trying to snap down Miller, and Miller with no offense of his own. He's trying to block the collar tie. Lunsman with the underhook, and they break apart. Still 1-0 Lincoln Lunsman, the junior out of New Richmond.
Well, you know, we can still get some decisions, and in a matchup like this, you expect that it's going to be a decision probably.
And the official stops them. End of the period. Final 2 minutes. Miller on the bottom with a roll through, trying to catch Lunsman, which he does. He's got the reversal. Finally, a little positive for the Red Raiders. 3-1 the lead now for Miller. Lunsman to his feet. Miller cuts him loose. Lunsman trails now. We're tied at 2. 2-2. But again, Miller hasn't had any offense in this match, and Lunsman not much of his own. Both content to collar tie and block, and that's it. Miller with a bad shot in, but backed out of it. Had a chance to score on Lunsman as he went down to his elbows and his knees. Just over a minute left. Lunsman in on a shot. Got down to the knee of Miller. Miller fights it back, goes neutral on his feet with a front chin lock. Lunsman drops down, trying to go through him on a single. Miller with a counter. Power half for Miller from the front. Now he lost the half part of it, and Lunsman just trying to out-muscle him and pull him into that single. Got it high on the side of Lunsman. Re-grabs the double. They're out of bounds. The save for Miller as he got out of bounds. 2-2. 27 seconds left. Miller's got to set up one takedown. There's a deep single. Hard shot in by Miller, but he's got to complete it. 3, takedown, Miller. Just inside the circle. Matthew Miller trying to crawl up the body, and the Red Raiders finally get a win, 5-2. Three team points in the Red Raiders column, 14-26 for New Richmond. Now you got 144 pounders. Assistant coach Justin Tritz coming over, seeing who New Richmond puts on the mat. And we'll see if the Red Raiders make a change. Throw out Ashton Tritz. We'll see what happens here at 144. Red Raiders going to make a change in the lineup. Probably going to be Ashton Roosh, maybe. We'll see who the matchup is.
Now wrestling, man number 1 at 144 pounds.
Ethan Otto and Ashton Roosh.
New Richmond, Ashton Rouge, Wisconsin Rapids.
Otto in a double leg takedown. Rouge trails 3-0. Ashton Otto is a sophomore, supposedly 8-5. Rouge to his feet now, working to get free, and the referee stops that potentially dangerous. As Otto had Rouge's arms tied up, and he elevated him off the mat, so Rouge cannot defend himself as they go down. Otto gives him a free ride to his feet based off that first takedown. And it's 3-1 right now. Otto with a shot in again, changed sides off that wrist control to a sweep and missed it. There's the same sweep shot again. Otto got there this time, got it elevated. No takedown yet. Rouge fighting to get to his feet. He's got hand control, comes out neutral. The one thing Ashton Rouge is a little bit dangerous. He gets in those grub around positions and can feel his way out and come out on top in a lot of cases. Otto's back in on a single leg now, locked around the upper thigh, trying to pull that in. Rouge is trying to break the grip and sprawl that thigh back. 25 seconds left. Otto now comes up with a single. Rouge with a whizzer, with a counter, shoots back in. Toss attempt, Rouge on his stomach. Got to build to his knees. Rouge rolls through it. Comes out with a wrist and an elbow out behind. Rouge into a double. And time runs out just as Rouge gets a takedown. 3-1, Ethan Otto, the sophomore, out of New Richmond. Rouge is going down to start the second. Probably Rouge's best position where he's most dangerous. Comes back out the outside, clearing the hips. Rouge up on a tripod, high base, turns inside. Got some elbow control, back trip. Steps over the leg to the body lock to a double. This is where Rouge does his work, is in these grub around positions here. Otto with the legs right now remains in control temporarily as Rouge got a high tripod base, trying to shake him off the top. Comes out the back side, got a leg. Rouge comes up, gets the 1 point escape. It's 3-2 now in favor of Otto. Otto again with a single leg. Now to a double. Rouge has got to fight this takedown attempt off because he's back in the match now. Roosh is fighting hard not to give up the takedown. And we got a stalemate. .48 seconds left in this period. Both on their feet. 3-2 Otto of New Richmond. And he's been better on his feet offensively. Roosh has survived with his, there's a shot in again. Same one off of wrist control. To a single, to a double. Takes Roosh down. 6-2 now the lead for the New Richmond wrestler. Again, everybody's sitting around waiting for the Rapids dual meet to be done here so we can start round 2. If the Red Raiders lose this, they're going home. And we got potentially dangerous stoppage of the mat. .15 seconds left, the end of period number 2. Shorter than that. That's what the scoreboard said. But again, the scoreboards are not really synchronized with what's actually going on with the mat. 6-2 Roosh trails. And Roosh is on top trying to ride and turn. And Otto gets the escape. 7-2 now. This is Otto's better position here as he's scored some takedowns on Roosh. Use the same wrist tie, a little drag down, and a sweep shot to the far side knee.
Yeah, and you just don't want to get up.
Roosh with a shot in, Otto trying to counter, we're still neutral. Otto with that sweep again to a single. Now to a double. Trying to cut the corner. There's the takedown on Roosh. It's now 10-2. If I was Otto, I'd be cutting him loose trying to work up a extra team point here. Leg lace and a ride by Otto on a tight waist. Roosh to a sitting position, now comes to his base. Otto picking an ankle with a tight waist and a leg lace. And Roosh to a high base now. Roosh turns inside, catches Otto. Got the reversal. 10-4. Got the team point back.
Don't do anything dumb, though.
And Otto's going to get the win, 10-4. No, I changed that. Third period. Nope, that's the end of the match. 10-4, Otto with a 6-point decision. Puts 3 in the team score column. 29-14 for the Red Raiders. Next up, we will see who the Red Raiders put out on the mat. Or what they got Aspen Tritz sitting there at the scoring table. Going up to 150 in the dual meet, trying to get better matchups. So far, that has not worked for the Red Raiders. Aspen Tritz, we'll see who he's going to take on at 150. Landon Cook.
Now wrestling at number 150.
Well, you'll see wide open out of Tritz here. There's nothing but pedal to the metal on Aspen Tritz. This is Landon Cook, supposedly a junior, according to the record 8-6. Aspen out most of the year with a leg injury. Aspen Tritz, a state qualifier last year, and is a state qualifier this year.
where he got those.
Yep.
The in front headlock by Tritz with elbow control. Cook hanging on to that elbow for some defense here as he's trying to stay up on his feet. Worked his way back to a good stance. Tritz unable to score with the front headlock. He's got an underhook and elbow control. Lateral drop attempt, but well off the mat by Cook. Russian arm tie by the Red Raider. Back and Cook around the mat. Warning, stalling Cook. He's on the back pedal. Where is Cook going here? Second warning on Cook, 1 point Tritz. Aspen Tritz went as a second place finisher to the individual state tournament behind Josiah Beltran of DC Everest. That was a sudden victory overtime loss for the Red Raider, and that was a heck of a heck of a match to watch. Underhook by Tritz on the right hand side, got wrist control. End of the period, 2-0 Tritz. Cook's choice. They're going to choose to go on their feet. Nope, we'll see. Now they change. Cook said, I want to go on my feet. Coaching staff said, no, you're going down. Tight waist by Tritz. Snapped him off his base. Now steps into the legs ride. Cross body on that arm behind the back of the neck. Cook's sitting hard on a base right now. Tritz up pretty high over the shoulders. Managed to jab in a legs ride. Double one now to save position. Managed to flatten Cook off his base. Cook is fighting hard to stay in that base. Tritz with a bar on the left-hand side. Wrist control on the right. And he's off to the side trying to run that bar. Still 2-0 the Red Raider. They're looking for major points out of Aspen Tritz here. Cook's job, not to give up any. And you can see in the style of wrestling, he's usually just balling up on the bottom, staying flat, trying to hang on to a hand if he can. Bar by Tritz now and wrist control, trying to run that bar over, and the referee stops it for potentially dangerous. Cook put his knee out a long ways, and that drew the potentially dangerous. Now Cook with a bloody nose, I do believe. The Red Raiders have wrestled and won 2 matches. Jackson Freeman won on a technical fall at 113 over Tyler Sturba, and Matthew Miller got a 5-2 win at 138 over Lincoln Lunsman. The other 6 points came on Winston Roosh at 106. New Richmond forfeited, but that's not hurting them at all right now. They are leading 29-14 with these 4, the finish of this match, and 3 more to go. The Red Raiders not going to be favored in many of them, that's for sure. Loser of this dual meet, you're done for the year wrestling. The individuals continue on to the individual state tournament. That's Jackson Freeman at 106 and Aspen Tritz, who you're watching right now, at 144. That'll be at the Kohl's Center this next Thursday in Madison, Wisconsin. Now, Cook got his nosebleed plugged up temporarily. Cradle now locked up by Tritz. He forces him over onto his back.
Back is all screwed up.
Again, the clocks and the scoring just do not seem to work together here at all. And the official stops that and wondering what's going on now. Cradled for, I do believe, 4. And now the head official back talking to the scoring table and an official sitting on the side. And again, we're not privy to any of that. We still don't have any score put up. I thought Tritz had near fall coming. He should have. Now they finally got it on. It's 6-0. Tritz with a bar on her wrist again on Cook. Technology might be okay if it works, but in this case, it's struggling pretty bad. So it makes things a lot worse. Tritz on their feet to start the third period. Tritz, double underhooks. Not deep though. Cook burying his head, double overhooks, hanging on. His job not to give up any extra team points. So far he's done that pretty well. Slide by Tritz. Headlock by Tritz. Can he complete it? And Cook pulls his head out, just out tough Tritz there. Cook with a takedown now. It's 6-3. Tritz has got a score from the bottom. Can't waste time down here because Cook's just going to ride and hang on. Tritz up a weight class here. Again, trying to get a better matchup for the Red Raiders, and they go out of bounds. So far, none of the moves the Red Raiders made have worked, except inserting Winston Rushin to pick up the free 6 points at 106. Then Jackson Freeman gets a tech fall at 113. Other than that, Oakley Pluis going up to 215 did not work. Jackson Gutierrez at 190 did not work. Ashton Roos going to 140 did not work. Or 144, excuse me. Otto riding hard here, and that's all he's doing. Tight waist. Not looking for a pinning combination, just looking to ride and control. Tritz has nothing to do on the bottom then. Tritz trying to fight his way up to a high base, now a high tripod. Cook is just hanging on with a tight waist. 6-3. Aspen Tritz with a win. Puts 3 points on the board. It's 29-17. And again, not what the Red Raiders were looking for. They wanted extra points. 157-pound matchup's probably going to be Jack Ackerman at 150, and we'll see. Probably going to be Jack Ackerman going up to 150, and we'll see who New Richmond throws out there. New Richmond's basically got to survive these 3 matches. And hopefully we get this is Jack Ackerman, and we'll see.
Now wrestling men, 157 pounds. Center,
Noah Zanin, a senior, supposedly, according to this, 8-2, but that's got to be way wrong. And Jack Ackerman. And again, just the tempo and the style of the matches the Red Raiders have wrestled here. Arm drag takedown. Trying to get to that okie choke. Inside the knee pick. Now Zanin with a single leg on Ackerman. And potentially dangerous as the knee of Ackerman's getting bent sideways. The Red Raiders not coming out firing on all cylinders, which you can't leave nothing back in these matches here. This has to be the thought in your mind, this could be my last match and I better lay it out here. But the Red Raiders just not able to do that today. Again, Richmond not ranked in the state, neither are the Red Raiders. And we got a stalemate. Still no score, 0-0. Ackerman and Zanin standing there head to head, facing each other. Ackerman drops into a single leg, but got backed off of that in a hurry. End of the first period is getting close. And there it is, 0-0 after one. There is still a little light at the end of the tunnel, but not much. Lincoln High School down by 12. They can score a maximum of 18 points. That's if they pin everybody, and they haven't been able to do that. As New Richmond's been able to fight hard not to give up extra points. And the official stops it because the clocks and scoring is not up to date. Still have no time on the clock. Ankle picked by Zanin. Ackerman's trying to get a switch, but Zanin picking an ankle and hanging on. Now they come to their feet. Ackerman working on hand control as Zanin lifts him, takes him to the mat. Ackerman back up to a high tripod. Zanin hanging with a tight waist. Burning clock. Again, Ackerman to his feet now, working on hands, steps away, got the escape. He's got a 1-0 lead as they go off the mat. Collar tie by Zanin. Snaps Ackerman closer to him. Zanin working with an underhook, goes out of bounds. Again, Ackerman's slow approach to offense. Just not something you're accustomed to seeing in our Red Raider squad. Slide by Ackerman, missed. Here we got some underhooks. Slide by hard by Zanin. Ackerman able to stand and face him. But no offense by Ackerman. Now he tries a barrel roll attempt but gets caught and taken down. Red Raiders need to win this match in order to have a chance to continue here. Otherwise, they're going to be shut out by team score. They're behind 29-17. They don't win this match, it is over. Red Raiders as a team are done wrestling this year, which is hard to imagine. Armbar by Zanin on top of Ackerman. And he is controlling him. Excuse me. We'll switch that around. Ackerman on top, riding Zanin with a bar. And Zanin stands right up through it. Menominee getting warmed up to wrestle Marshfield. And Holman will take on the winner of this match, New Richmond or Wisconsin Rapids. Zanin on the bottom, pinning an arm across his shoulder, trying to stand up. Ackerman throws in a legs ride, but Zanin caught that. Now he's trying to work crossbody half, and we got a stalemate. Third period action, short time, under a minute. And take no change, nothing yet. 4-1 Zanin with a lead. Ackerman trying to lift Zanin. Now he's got the takedown. It's 4-4 now. Some seconds left in this period. Ackerman trying to get a crossbody half here. And Zanin kicks over the top. And into a double leg is Zanin. And has the reversal. And that's 6-4. And there's the match. Jack Ackerman goes down to defeat. And the Red Raiders are going home as a team. 3 team points in the column of New Richmond, 32-17. And the Red Raiders, no matter if they pin anybody or not, they can only get 12, so that makes it 29. Not a good performance by the Red Raiders here today. They were slow from the start, behind. Couldn't make enough moves, and any of the moves they made didn't work so well. So they are sitting on the bench, and knowing their fate is sealed. 165-pound match coming up. And we'll see who comes out for the Red Raiders and for New Richmond.
Now wrestling men both at 165 pounds. Charles Schuckner from New Richmond and Jeremiah Peters from Wisconsin Rapids.
Charles Schuckner and Jeremiah Peters, your Red Raider. Three takedown for Schuckner. And near fall as well for Schuckner. And it's 6-5 now, and a wild bunch of scores being thrown around on the mat. 6-5 Peters. And again, we're not sure about the scoring or timing or anything here because as we'd mentioned before, the clock system, scoring system is either so far behind or not working at all. So New Richmond on top, Schuckner riding right now. Peters stepped over the top, and Schuckner steps back over the top to remain in control, and now he's looking to get near fall. And he is getting near fall. Referee flying around the mat. Says no near fall right now. Now he's counting. Jeremiah Peters is a senior for the Red Raiders. Peters in deep trouble here. And Peters gets pinned. (38-17). One final match at 175 for the Red Raiders. For this year in the team side of things, new coaching staff for the Red Raiders this year. Not sure if that's exactly what they were thinking the outcome of this year would be. At 175 final matchup, and we'll see who they send out for each team. It could be Caden Shalinsky for the Red Raiders. We'll see. And we're not sure about New Richmond. Dual meet's done, 38-17 right now. And just a matter of the final score. Caden Shalinsky for the Red Raiders. And Bennett Bramacher.
Bennett Brockmacher from New Richmond, and Caden Shalinsky from Wisconsin Rapids.
Shalinsky is a junior for the Red Raiders. And a launching pad is loaded there, and Shalinsky comes out on top of the takedown. Bramacher is a junior for New Richmond. Shalinsky with a cradle. Waited till he got the grip right, turns Bramacher on his back and sticks him. Six Red Raider team points, 38-23 the dual meet. We'll run through it for you. At 190, Jackson Gutierrez of Wisconsin Rapids got tech fouled by Adam Wilhelm of New Richmond. At 2:15, they moved Oakley Pluis up against Alex Solberg. Solberg beat him 7-5. At 2:85, Navarro Rodriguez takes on the 7th-ranked heavyweight Matthew Folks. Gets pinned at a minute 25. 106, New Richmond with a forfeit to Winston Roosh of the Red Raiders, and that moves Jackson Freeman up to 113, where he got a technical foul against Tyler Sturba. At 120, Walker Wadelich, the 5th-ranked wrestler, got a pin over Luke Hamill. At 126, Benjamin Wilhelm, 198 over Deegan Armagast. At 132, Archer Olsen got an 11-8 win over Jake Freeman. 138, Matthew Miller, a 5-2 win over Lincoln Lunsman. At 144, Ethan Otto, a 10-4 win over Ashton Rouge. Aspen Tritz goes up to 150, got a 6-3 win over Landon Cook. 157, Jack Ackerman got beat by Noah Sandeman, 6-4. At 165, Charles Schuckner got a pin over Jeremiah Peters. And at 175, Caden Shalinsky got a pin over Bennett Bramacher. Red Raiders are done wrestling for the year as a team side. We thank all you for watching Wisconsin Rapids Community Media and Lincoln High School Red Wrestling. We appreciate your support. Thank you again to Mr. Craig Tim for giving you mat side seats, as he always does, volunteering his weekends and nights and times. We appreciate him. My name is Scott Tesch. We'll come to you again when the Red Raiders send 2 to the individual state tournament in Madison this coming Thursday.